What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing the Moneyball rebuild challenge. Before getting this video, if you guys could drop a like, it'd be greatly appreciated. But this challenge actually comes from Top 10 Sports. He says, day 12 of asking Crush to do the Moneyball rebuild. You can't have anyone on the roster getting over $15 million. You can't use more than $80 million in cap. You can't sign any of the top 10 free agents. And you have to do a 12-man lineup. All I have to do is make the finals in 4 years. So this is based off a movie. I've actually never seen the movie, believe it or not. I'm sure it's a great movie. I need to watch it. But today, that's our challenge. This might be a little bit tough. I believe Six Rings has done this in the past in like 2K19, and I remember watching it back in the day. I've never done a challenge like this, so I'm definitely interested and intrigued to see how I do. But of course, we need to pick our team first and foremost. So let's go ahead. We're going to get the Utah Jazz, which funny enough is kind of similar to the Oakland Athletics colors. So what we're going to do is obviously simulate this draft, see how the assistant GM drafts us. And then for this first season, I don't think we'll be very good, but I guess we can try. It just depends on how the assistant GM drafts our team. Assistant GM has drafted us a team of Rudy Gobert, John Collins, Lonzo Ball, Eric Paschall, Satoransky, Malik Monk, Amari Spellman, DeAndre Hunter, Landry Shamet, Isaiah Hartenstein, Frank Jackson, Cody Martin, and Musa. So honestly, I'm pretty happy with this team. There's a lot of young talent here, a lot of players we can trade, and we also have like literally only one player we need to trade away that's making over 15 million, which is awesome, which is kind of what we are looking for. So as far as I don't really know how to, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know how to know if I'm using $80 million in cap. So if I do accidentally use that more than that, I apologize, because I have really no way to, I have no idea how to tell, because the salary total, I guess it would be right there, right? 69 million salary total. So it's right in front of my face. I'm kind of an idiot, I apologize, but that's probably what it is. I probably just will pay attention to that, make sure I'm not using more than 80 million of that. So yeah, that was pretty easy. But anyway, what we're gonna do is look at this team right now, and everyone is making under 15 million besides Rudy Gobert, which is awesome. But of course, we have to run a 12-man deep rotation. So let's see how many players this is looking like. So Cody Martin, Frank Jackson, Isaiah Hartenstein, Landry Shamet, Omar Spellman, Satoransky, Eric Paschall, Rudy Gobert, John Collins, DeAndre Hunter, Malik Monk, and Lonzo Ball. So does Lonzo get up to, he's going to have to get paid soon, isn't he? He is, or wait, was it 15? Yeah, he said 15 million. That's right. So we can only under 15 million. So Lonzo makes 11. So we're good. The only player we really need to get rid of is Rudy Gobert right now. So let's go ahead and throw him up in the trade finder and see what pops up. And hopefully we can trade for someone to make it under 15 million. So we can get Jarrett Allen and Kemba, but they're making a lot of money. Is there anyone that could just Jackson Hayes and Wiggins? That's a little too much money. And then we get Nurkic and TJ McConnell. That was like the only option. We can get Mitchell Robinson as well and Tim Hardaway. I do like Mitchell Robinson. He is making, he's for the next 3 years, he will be making under 50 million. So yeah, and he'd be a huge salary saver, and we get Hardaway out of it as well, which we will definitely trade Tim Hardaway. But I guess we'll get Mitchell Robinson, who's making under 15 million right now. And what we're going to do with, obviously, Tim Hardaway is throw him up in the trade finder, because we need to get rid of him. And we'll see how our team does in season number 1 after we make this trade. We can get Jordan Clarkson and John Henson. I think that's a done deal. That's going to be some more depth at our disposal. So when we look at the starting 5 now, we have Lonzo, Jordan Clarkson, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Mitchell Robinson, Paschall, Satoransky, John Henson, Malik Monk, Landry Shamet, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Frank Jackson. The only thing I will do with Hartenstein is I think I'll move him to power forward. And then other than that, guys, I think we're just going to run with this team in season number 1. Don't really know what to expect. We probably won't win a championship or be a playoff team, but at least we'll be hopefully somewhat decent. Maybe we'll tank a little bit. Do we have our first round pick? I hope we do. And we do. So we have 2020 and 2021. We don't have our second, which is no big deal. But yeah, the draft is going to be a huge part of this video. Let's go ahead and simulate to the end of season number 1. Unfortunately, in the draft lottery, we didn't get lucky. We went 40 and 42 and we got number 14 overall. So that kind of sucks. And then for the staff, we actually hired a new trainer, a new assistant coach. You know, the usual Trent Peterson. We kept Quinn Snyder around. So now what we're going to do is look at our team now. So everyone's still making under 15 million, which is good. Now it's just a matter of trying to put a championship team together with no one making over $15 million, which is going to be tough. It's no easy task for sure. We have $28 million in cap space, and it looks like the salary total is 83 million now. So looks like I'm spending too much. It's probably because of these cap holds, I assume. Once I renounce these, yeah, it goes down if I renounce these cap holds. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, let's go to the draft. We have the 14th overall pick. Do I trade up? I'm going to keep, I mean, we're not going to be able to keep Collins past this season, so maybe I should look into trading him right now and see what I can get. there's any rookies that are like under contract right now for longer than he would be, that's probably the right move to do. Maybe I should trade up to number 1 and select James Wiseman. Actually, it wouldn't be wise to trade up to number 1. Well, I guess it would, because I'm never going to make over 15 million. I keep forgetting that our salary hold is 50 million and not 10 million. So let's go ahead and trade for the number 1 pick. That's going to be my goal. We're not going to be able to keep John Collins anyway past this season. So, I mean, I could keep him for now, but I'm not looking to win the championship this next season. Well, we could. It just depends what happens. I'm going to go ahead and offer Satoransky, though, instead, and see maybe we can keep John Collins for now. They want DeAndre Hunter. They're going to give me Jeremy Lamb, and we have to trade another first. I can't do that. No, thank you. Let's not do that. I'll give you John Collins instead. I'm not going to be able to keep him anyway, like I said, so we'll go ahead, trade up for number 1. So we have the number 1 overall pick now, and we all know who we're going to take here. James Wiseman is going to definitely give us the numbers we need, and he's going to be making under 15 million for the next 4 years, which is what we need. So James Wiseman, welcome to Utah, my friend. And honestly, if we could trade back into this draft and maybe select LaMelo or something like that too, that would be kind of cool. So maybe we should do something like that. Let's go, not number 2. Let's go for number 3 from the Mavericks. I think that's the 3rd overall pick. Make sure I didn't click the 2nd round pick for some reason. And that is. So let's go for the 3rd overall pick. What we're going to do is we're going to offer them DeAndre Hunter. Let's say we offered, he's making, you know what? Could we shoot lower than that? Can I give you Satoransky? And they want James Wiseman. Definitely not doing that. I'll give you my 2021 first. They don't agree. They want Derek. I cannot give you James Wiseman. Okay, instead, I will give you Landry Shamet. Okay, I'll give you DeAndre Hunter for the 3rd pick. Okay, so we now are trading back into the draft. We have the 3rd overall pick now. And LaMelo goes number 2 to the Sacramento Kings. So maybe I should have shot for number 2, but it's no big deal. We can also take Anthony Edwards here, which I'm definitely cool with. So Anthony Edwards is going to be coming to Utah. So we'll have Anthony Edwards and James Wiseman paired together. I like that a lot. Signing, obviously, Anthony Edwards and James Wiseman to their rookie contracts. Both are going to be making under 15 million for the next 4 seasons, which is what I'm talking about. Landry Shamet as well, bring him back, and then Frank Jackson and Joe McDaniels. I mean, we're going to have 12 players, so let's go ahead and extend their qualifying offers. We're spending $71 million on this roster right now, but I'm sure once I renounce, yep, we're going to renounce this, renounce that, and now we're only spending $36 million. So we can't sign any of the top 10 free agents either. Lonzo Ball, another player that I might end up having to trade because he's going to ask for a lot of money, unless if we can get him back on his qualifying offer for another year, we could choose that if we wanted to, which I might end up doing. But for right now, we have Lonzo, Anthony Edwards, Malik Monk, and Landry Shamet, which is solid. Cody Martin, Eric Paschall, Isaiah Hartenstein, still very good. And then Mitch Robinson and James Wiseman. So I could end up actually, you know what? We're probably just gonna keep it the way it is. Mitch Robinson's 84. Wiseman is an 80. I could move Wiseman to power forward if I wanted to, and maybe start them 2 together if we wanted to do something like that. We could, you know, I'm not opposed to it. So we might do that. And then Paschall and Isaiah Hartenstein could back him up. Like I said, we're going to be running 12 deep anyway, but now we need to sign some free agents. Unfortunately, we can't spend over 15 million and it can't be the top 10 free agents. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is where we can shoot. So I'm going to go ahead and sign some players, but I need to be careful. Jordan Clarkson doesn't want that much money. I will go ahead and do it. He wants 12 million. Let me see if I can shoot a little bit lower. Let's give you like 11 mil. We'll give you a 2-year deal. And we'll give Enes Kanter a contract as well. And then we'll see if I can get both those guys. So let's sign both of them. And then let's see what our salary total is at now. Let's see. It is at, it is at 58 million. So we still have more room. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we need a small forward badly. Let's go find a small forward. A small forward that would be valuable to have would be, let's see, is there Derek Jones? That might be our best starting small forward option right now. There's also Jabari Parker we can move to small forward, or even Davis Bertans doesn't want that much money. Honestly, might be a good option if we want to move him to small forward. He is 6'10", so maybe it's not ideal, but could be a decent option. Derek Jones Jr., also another option, so I guess I'll go ahead and probably sign Derek Jones to a 2-year deal, and I'll also throw a contract at Davis Bertans. And I think we should be right at our limit once we sign these guys. Davis Bertans goes to Cleveland, and we have about 12 more million that we can spend, where we won't be going over 80 million. So, you know what? We might be good. So we can spend less than 12 million in free agency if we want to do it. So I will go ahead and see. There's another small forward option. There's Jabari Parker, Christian Wood. Can I get you for less than, let's go with Jeremy Grant, I guess. We'll go ahead and get another power forward just for more depth. So I think our salary total should be right where we want it to be, 76 million. And if there's any qualifying offers coming to us, we're going to probably have to trade them because we can't be making over $80 million. So let's go ahead and see if any qualifying offers hit us. And yes, they did. Let's see. Are we right at 80 million? Let's see. We're 79.49. So we're good. We're right under the threshold. Let's go ahead, use these training camps. We'll show the full 12-man rotation, and hopefully we can at least make the playoffs in season number 2. Our rotation for season number 2, we have Lonzo Ball, Anthony Edwards, Derek Jones, James Wiseman, Mitchell Robinson, Enes Kanter, Jordan Clarkson, Pascal, Jeremy Grant, Malik Monk, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Landry Shamet. So, I mean, at least our worst player is a 77 in the rotation, which is very nice to see. And honestly, guys, literally, I don't know if this is going to be a playoff team or not. I've never really ran a 12-man rotation, so definitely intrigued and definitely interested to see how things go. Our proficiency was it a 3-star defense? I guess it was. We can only stay at 3 stars. So let's go to balance, though. Let's move this to balance. And guys, I'm going to go ahead, simulate this second season, and hopefully, guys, we can at least make the playoffs. At the end of season number 2, James Harden is your MVP on the Los Angeles Clippers. Wiseman is your rookie of the year, averaging 18 and 7. Also, very efficient from the field, but free throw not so much. 6-man to DeMarcus Cousins, Kawhi's defensive player, and most improved goes to Kristaps Porzingis. Quinn Snyder, coach of the year, as we went 60 and 22, which I'm very surprised by. Running a 12-man rotation, and we went 60 and 22. I'm pretty happy with it, but we are the first seed in the West, which is kind of crazy. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to complete this challenge in season number 2, but that'd be kind of wild. We have 18 points from James Wiseman, 17 from Edwards, 16 from Clarkson, 11 from Kanter, 10 and 10 from Lonzo, and then 9 and 8 from Mitchell Robinson. So very nice. Malik Monk, 8 points, and Eric Pascal with 8 points. Very nice. So I forgot to show the stats in season number 1, so I apologize very much. That is my bad. But yeah, so let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Minnesota Timberwolves here in the first round. They do have, let's see, they have Kobe White, McCollum, Hayward, Tatum, and Goga. So they do have a pretty solid squad. Let's see if we can beat them and move on to the second round in our first season in the playoffs. We're down 1-0. We do even it up, though, so that's good. Can we go up 2-1? We do. 3-1. Yes. And can we move on to the second round? And 3-2. 3-3. And we get eliminated in 7 games after being up 3-1. So, unfortunately for us, we will not be completing our challenge in season number 2. But it is a good start in the right direction. So, I think the only thing I really need to do is, I mean, we just won 60 games, and Wiseman and Edwards and everyone else is only going to get better. So, pretty sure we have a solid foundation. Really not going to change much. The only thing I need to make sure of is we get Lonzo Ball back on like his qualifying offer, which I know there's a way to do that. Obviously, you just have to offer him in moratorium, and the game likes to glitch. And yeah, you get lucky. So, let's go to the draft lottery. And the Knicks have the first 2 picks in the draft. That is insane. I'm going to have to take one of those picks, New York. I don't think I can let you slide with both those picks in the draft because I feel like you're going to become a juggernaut here. So yeah, let's trade for one of those picks. I think I'll trade for number 1 if I can. Let's see if we can get to number 1 again. So New York, I'm gonna need one of those picks from you because I can't have you guys being that good. I will go ahead and throw you, I don't want to change this team too much, but I will throw you Derek Jones in like 29 and 2024 first. See if they do this. They're not interested. Yeah, that's not happening. I'm definitely not giving you Anthony Edwards. You can have Jeremy Grant instead. They can't afford it. Okay, I'll give you the rest. I'll give you a 2025 pick. They still want Edwards. I cannot do that. I will give you 2020. I don't really have another first offer, do I? Okay. Is there anyone I have young making some money? Eric Pascal's expired. They really want Edwards, but I can't do it. Jeremy Grant, they can't take. Let's see. The Knicks would acquire 18 more million than allowed. Okay, what about instead? What if I can get number 2 from you instead of number 1? Would you do it? They don't agree. I'll throw in my second, and I think I just removed a pick on accident, or I moved Derek Jones from the trade. Let's see. Let's offer Clarkson instead. They agree. So we got number 2. So number 2 overall. So we're definitely guaranteed at least one good player here. So let's go ahead and draft. Hopefully they don't take Cade Cunningham number 1, but I'm sure he just went number 1. Let's check real quick. And yes, he sure did. He did go number 1. But we have Evan Mobley we could take here. Also have Kuminga or Jalen Green or even Terrence Clark down here. But I think I'll take Jalen Green. Probably move him to small forward or something. That way we can have Anthony Edwards, Jalen Green, and who else? James Wiseman start together. So yeah, that should be a huge addition to the team. And then player options, we have Mitchell Robinson. We're going to accept everybody here, of course. And then for right now, we need to make sure we need to get Lonzo back. Actually, I want the majority of these guys back. I want all 3 of these guys back. So I think Hartenstein and Malik Monk should just come back on their qualifying offer. But let's go ahead and offer Lonzo Ball his money now. And if he somehow, because I don't think we're gonna, well, I mean, we're gonna have cap space, but I'm not gonna go. Let's go ahead and give him his money. And then hopefully it glitches and we just get him back on his qualifying offer. I'm expecting that to happen. Let's see if it does, because I really don't want to lose Lonzo. And yes, it does. That is how you finesse 2K20. So let's go ahead and do it. And we're going to get Lonzo Ball. So now we literally just need our other guys back. Let's see, how much money are we making now? 74 million once I renounce everybody. Let's see. Yeah, McDaniels. So hopefully we just get these back on their qualifying offers. And guys, honestly, we should be set for season number 3. And we almost completed the challenge, I feel like, in season number 2. So season number 3 with Jalen Green being added to the team, I think should be a walk in the park, but we'll see what happens. Back in the playoffs for season number 3, and we went 59-23 this time around. So we ended up losing 1 less game than last season. So here's our stats, man. I'm definitely intrigued to see if we can complete this challenge here. In the 3rd season, we have Edwards, Wiseman, and Green. Malik Monk, Lonzo Ball, Eric Paschall, Mitchell Robinson, Enes Kanter, Jeremy Grant, and Landry Shamet, Derrick Jones Jr. So yeah, I think we have a very good chance, man. This was our rotation. Everybody's still running a 12. We're still running a 12-man rotation. Isaiah Hartenstein's at 79 overall down here. So I think we have a good chance. I think there's a very good chance that we could complete this challenge. And then one thing I wanted to show you guys and make sure everybody is, in fact, making less than 15 million. And of course, our salary total is under 80 million. So, I mean, we're completing this challenge. We're following the rules of the challenge, which is the main important part. There's a lot of free agents after the season, though. So, yeah, I am hoping and banking that we can just win the championship here, because I have a lot of players to re-sign and a lot of restarting to do. So, honestly, man, I don't even know if it's going to be possible to win the championship after this, because we're going to have so many free agents. We have Kyrie Irving, Gary Harris, Miles Bridges, Mirotic, and Marvin Bagley. So, hopefully we're able to beat this team. Let's see what happens. We are up 1-0 to start this off, which is a good start. We're up 2-0. Can we go up 3-0? Yes, we can. Can we sweep them this time? Can we actually make it to the 2nd round? We beat the Suns in 4 games, and they had a very good team. So, I mean, that's a very good boost to our confidence. Now we're playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have Caleb Love, Devin Booker, Jimmy Butler, Precious, and Jakob Poeltl. I feel like the Suns team was better than this team, so hopefully we're able to beat them. I guess they do have Devin Booker, though. We should have the players to clamp up. Devin Booker up 1-0, 2-0. Can we go up 3-0? Yes, we can. And we are winning in 4 games. So far, we are undefeated in the playoffs, which is great. And now we're playing the Golden State Warriors. So we are so close to completing this challenge. But guess what? We get to play Giannis Antetokounmpo and Whiteside and Michael Porter. Bomb off to bench, DeAndre Jordan. Oh, my Lord. If there was any team I wouldn't want to run into, it's this one. Can we go ahead and beat this team? We're up 1-0, 2-0. No way. 3-0. No way did we just sweep Giannis. Oh, my Lord. We just beat them. We're 12-0 so far. That is insane. And now we get to play the Toronto Raptors. So we've already completed the challenge, but if we win a championship on top of this, that's obviously icing on the cake. We have Bam Adebayo, Jaylen Brown, and DeJounte Murray. So they have a pretty solid team. So let's see what happens. We're down 1-0. We even it up. We're up 2-1, 3-1. This is what I'm talking about, baby. We are going to complete the Moneyball rebuild challenge as long as we don't blow a 3-1 lead. So let's see if we can close this out in Utah, go on to win this championship. It's looking pretty good thus far. We're going to jump in and get some gameplay. And this time I will move myself to the left side of the screen. That way I'm not in front of the score clock or the shot clock. You got all that. I'm not going to be in front of the score this time. I heard you guys' comments in the last video. So let's go ahead and jump in now with 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And let's complete this challenge and win this championship. We're running the shot clock down. So let's go ahead and hit that. We're not going to hit it, but we got the offensive board. This is going to go out to Eric Paschall, who can shoot, and we splash it home. There we go, boys. We are good to go. Looking pretty good so far. So yeah, we're up by 47 points. So there's no way they're coming back from this. So let's go ahead and see what Jeremy Grant's got for him. And then we got DeJounte Murray out here as well. Mitchell Robinson on Julius Randle. Randle, I'll dare you to shoot a mid-ranger all day, but there's a personal foul by James Wiseman apparently. So that's all good to go. We have Malik Beasley. Let's go ahead and let him splash it home. And then a minute 30 left. Obviously, we are going to complete this challenge. I'm pretty happy that we were able to do this. I thought this challenge was going to be really tough, but it ended up not being that tough, which I'm very happy with. I mean, as long as I can complete a subs challenge, it's very nice. It's a very good feeling. So let's go ahead and run this transition. We got 12 deep rotation, so a lot of players are getting minutes right now, as you can tell. Can we splash this home with Shamet? And yes, we can. Mid-ranger all day, baby. And what we're going to do now is clamp up on the defensive end. So, I mean, we're going to close this out pretty easily. Definitely very happy that we were able. I thought for sure we were going to lose to Giannis. Oh, I just got a steal with not even looking. So I thought for sure, though, we were going to lose to Giannis, man. I thought for sure there was no way we were going to beat that team, but we did. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and try to get a like lob with. Can I do this with Hartenstein? Really, Isaiah Hartenstein? Really? You like literally had a wide open look at the basket and you literally just got stuffed by the rim. That's kind of funny. I'm not going to lie, but you know what? It's pure entertainment. So can we get this rebound? We are stopping them pretty easily. All right, let's go. Landry Shaman, let's see what you got. I'm going to just pull up for 3. Let's pull up. Let's see if we can hit this. No, we can't. Okay, Landry Shaman isn't Stephen Curry by any means, but just wanted to try it. All right, let's see what you got. Is that Sadiq Bey? We got Malik Beasley out here as well. There's no way they're coming back, obviously, but we're just kind of letting them, you know, see what they can do. Can we get a block with Cantor? We cannot. We get one more possession. I think this is Cody Barton, but I'm not sure. I mean, there is twins, so I have no idea. Cantor cutting. Oh, I thought I was going to get Cantor cutting the basket. We'll shoot Derek Jones instead, and we hit another 3, guys. That's going to end it, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. But for now, this Crushables. I'll let you guys watch the celebration as well, and I'm saying peace.